Hey guys, we made a podcast.
Welcome to the latest edition of Born Rivals. I go by the name of Snubb. G's, I got my co-D.
Yo, it's Notorious Reg. You already know.
We recruited my teammate, Mr. Coley, here, and we also got a special guest in the building. I'll let him introduce himself.
What's happening, y'all? Go by the name of Breeze Barker. Y'all know what's going on. Straight from Portsmouth. Y'all know what's going on.
Hey. Talk to him. Yeah. Hey, so Breeze, man, I don't know if you, matter of fact, Reg, if you want to inform Breeze on how we operating today, man.
So basically, what we're doing is our Born Rivals segment. Right. So me and Snub, we have our own differences and everything because of our age gap.
Right.
So something we came up with was kind of like a Super Bowl championship style awarding for like hip hop and you know for every year.
Right.
So we already ran through 98, 99, and 2000.
Right.
We're doing 3 years every time, so we're gonna get it started with 2001.
Right, so just to kind of fill you in, 1998, we gave DMX the championship ring for his first two albums. I mean, Dark and Hell is Hot, Flesh and My Flesh, no question.
Right.
Yeah,
99, we gave that to Jay-Z.
Okay.
Well deserved.
He had Volume 3 out, and then Rockefeller was at, they peaked. 99 and then 2000, that was a close one. We kind of debated between Marshall Mathers' LP, Eminem's second album, and then Nelly's Country Grammar.
Yeah.
But we ended up going with Eminem on that.
We had the Hot Boys in some of the discussions as well for like 99.
That's what I was a big Hot Boys fan.
Yeah, that me too. Yeah.
Oh,
I was holding it down for him.
He was holding it down.
I was holding it down. They wasn't trying to give him no play. I was like, bro, you know how impactful they were.
Man, yeah.
Yeah, bro.
I don't think if it weren't for them,
I should have needed you here. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, you from Portsmouth? Or
Yeah,
you
I'm from Portsmouth.
Got you. Word. All right, so we're gonna start with 2001, man.
Okay.
So some highlights from that year: we got Jay-Z's Blueprint.
Right.
We got Nas, Stillmatic, D12. So they were kind of riding that Eminem wave. Ja Rule, Pain Is Love. Jadakiss first album. Fabulous's first album. Lil Jon. So they were moving with that crunk movement. Let's see.
That was a big movement.
It was. DMX was kind of.
Fourth studio album?
That was his fourth joint.
Nah, bro. That's when DMX was kind of falling off.
Right. He was falling.
That's towards his exit, bro. That's when a lot of like the old vets of the early 90s was kind of starting to fall off. It was kind of like, I think 2001 was a big year as far as it was almost like a draft, like a good ass draft.
Like a transition.
Yeah, bro, because you had guys like Ludacris coming up. You guys had like Nelly coming up. You got some guys coming up back then. I think it was Ludacris. Ludacris, T.I., and Fab came out that year.
Right. We had Fat Joe. And then, Dipset. I don't know if we want to put them in as a group or like.
That's my thing. Are we doing groups?
2001.
Diplomatic Immunity.
Right. That's when that was out. Right?
That was a big album.
Well, Diplomatic Immunity was 03.
I still listen.
Okay.
Was it 03?
Diplomatic Immunity was 03, but
Diplomats in general, though, for all their impact.
They were still on the scene.
You said it was on. I can't give them the year though, because if Diplomatic Immunity didn't even come out yet, I can't say that was their biggest big year for them.
I got you.
We also had 50 Cent mixtapes in 2001.
Smash 50 Cent mixtapes.
Power of $1.
Classic.
Nah, but I think 2001 kind of really boils down to Nas versus Hove. Blueprint.
That's when Stillmatic
Blueprint
came out.
But that's when like their beef was going on.
Yes.
And that was the biggest. Like if we're talking impact, that's the biggest impact of the year was their beef. Everybody was talking about it all over. So I feel like, and of course I go with the Blueprint a little bit more towards like I think it's the better project in my opinion.
I can't say that, man.
Okay.
That's because I came up under Nas heads, like my cousin and them. Like they was straight Nas heads, so they was real biased against Jay-Z. So you know what I mean. When it comes down to listening to Nas, I was a big fan of him back then. Stillmatic. I think it was only Stillmatic was what I was really rocking to. I still got that. I downloaded that about a couple months ago. In Apple Music, you know what I mean.
Still good.
I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Ether was on Stillmatic and.
Right.
Ether was.
But Takeover was on Blueprint too.
Yeah, but Ether was the hottest track.
Yeah,
like if we really talking about it.
Get out of here, Jack.
I don't want to get too much in this debate, but Ether was a hotter track. He turned it like Hove turned it mainstream, but bro, Ether is like on another level of diss tracks.
Hold on.
It's like
4 albums in 10 years, nigga. I can divide. That's one every, let's say 2.
It's the holy
Two of them
grail,
shits
bro.
was dope.
But even still,
Nas came at his neck, dog. Nas came at his neck.
You can tell he pushed the button on that.
Bro,
one,
he
man.
said he had dick sucking lips, bro. Everybody was like, "Damn, dog."
But check it out.
We got
other criteria for the.
Of course, but I'm just saying that's one criteria I would note towards Hove.
I feel you. What about Nas's business though? I don't know about that one.
Come on.
I don't think Nas
Business ventures in 2001.
I don't think he was. Yeah,
I don't think he was really too much of a good business person anyway. Yeah. I think Jay-Z always had the upper hand on him when it comes to that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think that's what Jay-Z got over him far as the overall thing. He planned his business out way more better than Nas.
So I think
100%.
another criteria, Breeze, is skill set.
Right.
So I mean, obviously they both had albums, so they had music. So the skill set.
That's
I mean,
so debatable, man.
I mean, you said you was a Nas fan, so I mean,
Yeah, far as
he's gonna
skills,
go
so
yeah.
you're
I
gonna
mean,
give Nas a skill set.
Right. Me personally, yeah.
See, I put them on an equal plane just because I think they both have the skill set just differently.
Different.
Right.
Like Nas, I mean, like everybody like kind of looks at Nas as like, he's he's for real with it. He's legit with it.
Right.
When you think of a rapper, Nas represents
It's
like
the
a
epitome
true
of a rapper,
epitome
of
of rap.
Of course.
But like Hove is skilled too, and Hove didn't write. He memorized his shit. Hove, I mean, he's been consistent.
Yeah, that's real.
But what Hove brought that year, 2001 Blueprint, is something that he's remembered for now. That's a classic
impact.
album. I mean, Izzo was on that joint. Let me pull up the.
I was
I
listening.
know
I was
Izzo was
listening
on
to
that
that
joint. He had
Never
the takeover, the
Change.
rule is back.
Yeah,
all that
yeah.
joint was on there, bro.
Never change. That's classic.
Yeah. Song Cry was on that
Heart of
joint.
the City.
Song Cry was
Oh,
hard
man.
too.
Song Cry was out there. Oh my
Renegade
God.
was on that
Oh,
joint,
yeah.
even though Eminem probably got him on that joint, but still.
Right.
It's arguable. It's arguable. That's another one. See, there's so much arguable shit on this one, but
So as far as so let's narrow it down. So as far as the better album
Between what, Stillmatic and
and
Blueprint?
and I already know Bless's album choice on this one.
I'm going Hove.
I feel you. I mean, I don't know. That's hard. That's hard.
Let me.
You got,
2001
you
is
got
hard.
heavy hitters on that Blueprint, man. It's just
Yeah.
Stillmatic is still a classic. Like both is a classic.
They are.
classics.
They are. Yeah, we can agree on that.
But if you had to just
Yeah.
choose one and take it with you, and you have
I'm
to,
going with Nas. I got people listening. I gotta go with Nas.
Shit all the time.
word.
You trying to be politically correct,
Yeah,
bro.
bro. Hey,
Yes,
so
sir.
you gotta
Yes,
keep your
sir.
connections intact.
I
man.
dig
I
it.
feel that.
I respect.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. One mic was on Stillmatic.
Yeah,
and
rewind.
one mic is huge, but yeah, man, it's a hard debate.
Bro, he spit a whole song backwards, man. That was crazy.
that was nuts, right?
That was nuts.
I'm not. That's what I'm saying. I'm not gonna discredit his talent. So maybe or his skill. So maybe we want to put skill towards Nas on that.
I think for impact, skill set, and music, they all can check those boxes, 100%.
No.
I say impact. I'm still going Hove.
Impact, yeah,
Well, I'm sorry,
impact wise.
impact
going
yeah,
Hove,
yeah,
yes.
you gotta go.
There's just too many. There's too many people that look up to Hove from all
Right,
over.
right.
That's
So
true.
music, I mean, the music is kind of a toss-up. I mean, it's
Yeah.
it's going to be preference.
It's
So-
whatever side
so
you fall
So
on.
Breeze likes Nas. I'm going with Jay-Z. What are you going with there?
I probably roll with Jay-Z.
I'd probably roll with Hove, but that's just like he said, it's preference.
They
to
both
music.
had dope music. Business-wise, I mean,
Only for 2001, I'm rolling with
just
Jay.
yeah, of course.
Yeah.
I'm period.
Hey,
But I'm just saying.
I'm a period too. but-
2001, cool. So for business, Jay-Z obviously is going to have business. So I mean, he still has his. I think that was towards the end of maybe the dying days of Rockefeller.
The Rock.
And then maybe I think he was starting to rebrand and
Sean Carter.
That was the beginning of the whole Rock Nation era.
Rock Nation.
Or transitioning into that Rock Nation era.
Yeah.
So Jay-Z is definitely going to take the business there. Scroll back up, so I can see the criteria.
I feel like
Music, business, impact, and skill set.
Impact is going to be Jay-Z.
yeah, bro. I mean, I don't know. I feel like if I were to give my vote, I have to give it to Hove. But
We already narrowed it down to those two, though, right?
yeah, pretty
Okay.
much.
I think
Unless
so,
you got
yeah.
somebody else, you think.
Nah.
So 2001, I think it's unanimous.
So then it's a matter of whether you're going Nas or if you're going
Right,
Hove. But
yeah.
like musically, like I said, it's preference. Skill set, I would say, is preference. But if we're gonna say impact, then impact I will give Hove, and I think that's the one we all agreed on.
So 2001, we're going to go to Hove.
Yeah.
Boom.
We can do that.
So Hove got 2 rings thus far.
Which makes sense because a lot of people do view, like such as myself, view Hove in a light of a goat. You know what I'm saying? So you
I
I
gotta
mean, he
win
did
a
it the
couple
right way,
rings.
though.
You gotta
Far as,
win
you know
a
what I
few
mean?
rings.
Coming from the struggle and building this shit up
Hell
into
yeah.
the man he is now. So, like, that's the correct way to do it.
And we
Right,
got to
go
live
about
with that too. Like
Yeah.
we grew up with it.
Right,
We got to
right. We
see
seen
him
it,
grow and
exactly.
develop and change.
And we're still actually reaping those.
We're still living it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're still living it.
Yeah.
Boom. So Hove got 2 rings. Let's go to 2002. So we're gonna jump into 2002. We got Eminem, the Eminem Show. We got Nelly.
02 is a hard one, bro.
Nelly got Nellyville. So he had smashes all over that album. Ludacris, Word of Mouth. I think that was his second joint or third joint. That might have been his second joint.
I think so.
Cameron, Come Home With Me. We got Lil Bow Wow. Was he doing something in 2002?
Damn, I don't
That was probably like the B2K Scream Tour
It
era.
was Lil Bow Wow.
I
don't
think
know
so.
what Lil
Ja
Bow Wow's era
Rule,
was.
Last Temptation. We got the Clips, Lord Willing.
Yeah.
Missy, Under Construction. I still put Dipset in there because they were definitely part of the conversation, and we still have to put 50 in there, even though they haven't released.
Bro, we didn't mention Bow Wow, and Bow Wow had an album in 2000 and 2001.
Yeah, but I mean,
Dog and Doggy. But I think he only put on for the young dudes. I don't think we could put him over the people we got.
Bow Wow was lit when I was young.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't remember what year that was.
It says his first 2 albums were in 01 and was not actually 01 and like 02.
Okay. 02 was
2000 and 01.
Eminem's second album though.
Okay.
Yeah, he can't.
Oh yeah, nah. Okay.
So 2002.
Oh Lord, what did you say, Lord Willing?
I said Lord Willing Clips.
Yeah.
I think that
That's
album
a big
was
one.
more effective, like in this
Here,
area,
regional.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But I think it opened up something for the South.
It
I would
did.
say
It did.
Absolutely did. I went back and listened to that album the other day. That album's hard.
Yeah, they got some shit up.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, I think that opened up the South a little bit. Yeah, that definitely. And then Nelly had a huge year though. Like Nellyville was.
What was
had
that?
hits.
It was on Nellyville.
Oh, bro, Nellyville. He had Hot in Here. He had Air Force Ones. He had Pimp Juice.
Air Force Ones.
EI wasn't on this
wasn't
joint.
on there? Okay.
But EI was on this. But he had Dilemma.
Yeah,
Man, that was it right there.
Dilemma the
That
hit,
song.
yeah, bro. That was
That's
it, bro.
still a hit.
So between the two, we got Nelly and Eminem. I think Eminem was still kind of even. I think the reason we're going to talk about Eminem in 2002 is because he's still riding the wave from his last two.
That was
albums.
2002 was a big year for M because not only did he have Cleaning My Closet on that joint, but he also had that kind of carried in. It was still high, but he had 8 Mile.
Stan went up there though.
Oh, 8
Nah,
Mile.
Stan was on his old
That
joint.
was
Yeah.
the second album.
But this one had like cleaning. Hold on, what was on Eminem's show? I think it was Cleaning
Up
Up My
Was on that
Closet.
joint.
He had what do you have on that joint? Yeah, he had the Cleaning Out My Closet was probably the biggest joint on there now that I'm looking at it.
You said 8 Mile was out that year too,
But
right?
8 Mile came out that year
So
too.
that's extra business.
Right,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So we got to take that.
And
into
8 Mile was big. When 8 Mile came, and 8 Mile is a classic, bro.
Yeah.
That joint is classic.
So
So
let's scroll back up to the criteria, Coley. So as far as music, let's start with the music between those.
Me personally, man, I'm not an Eminem fan. Man.
I'm going
I
Nelly.
think he's like more so overrated, man.
ooh,
Funny you say that because
take. I like it.
We have
Hold
a segment
on.
for overrated,
Hold on, real
underrated
quick.
Oh,
as,
for real,
as well.
man?
Yeah, you might have to come back up on that one, bro.
I mean, that's just me personally. Don't take my head off.
No,
Hey,
you
it's
good,
no,
bro.
you straight.
Well, hold on, just so we can give
Yeah.
him a chance to take your head off. Why do you think Eminem's overrated? Real quick.
I don't know, cause I feel like I ain't gonna pull the race card, but I feel like if somebody else was doing the same thing that he was doing, it won't be as big. You know what I mean?
I agree. No,
I feel like a
completely
lot of rappers. That's, you know what I mean?
I completely agree with that, though. I completely agree with that. That was a big part of Eminem's success was him being white.
Right.
I don't know. So
Absolutely.
we got. Well, I mean, like I said, I think Nellyville. If we're talking music, Nellyville had more hits, and I think everybody was kind of bumping Nellyville. Like all of it was in the clubs. It was at the parties I was going to. It was everywhere. Everybody was singing "Hot in Here," man. "Hot in Here" was hot.
And Dilemma.
Air
Right.
Force Ones too.
Air
Like when he
Force
dropped the
Ones,
video,
yeah.
yeah. Everyone was rocking the Air Force Ones.
Yeah.
That's impact.
So for music, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna give it to Nelly.
Me too.
As far
Musically.
as skill set, I'm giving it to Eminem.
You got
gotta
to.
get
You
to-
got
yeah,
to.
you gotta get
You got
down.
to.
Nelly is gonna hit me with.
Although
the,
if I'm gonna say skill set and I'm gonna twist that a little bit and say that song making ability, I gotta give that to Nelly
Me
because
too.
Nelly's got the skill
Right,
to make a
right,
song. He can
right.
make a hit.
That's
He
a fact.
can continually do
And
it.
he ain't
crossover.
lyrically or none of that.
He don't have to.
Still can, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He still
Crossover
gonna make
hits.
that hit.
And that's big. I think
Right.
that's skill to be able to do that and repeatedly do that because that's something that's what artists search for is to get that hit.
But then what was the closing line he had? The was it
vocal or something like that. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was
I don't
trash.
think it was
It
trash.
was.
We're not gonna act like niggas was rocking that. I ain't even gonna flex like niggas was rocking that. Wasn't nobody running for that.
I don't know a single person with a vocal.
Hell, I ain't never
Fuck
seen
you,
none of
man.
that.
I
shit.
He tried it, man.
Yeah, I think niggas might have tried it out once or twice.
I'd have
just to
cooked your
see
ass for
where-
rocking that joint, bro. Fuck out of here with
Hey,
that.
we'll give Nelly props for trying.
So Nelly got the music.
That wasn't his venture.
Nelly got the music. I think it's arguable for skill set, and
Right.
then impact.
They're gonna get me the
think-
fuck up out of here for saying skill set for Eminem versus Nelly.
No, I'm saying no, but
They're
you're
probably
but
gonna
you're
get me
right
the fuck
because
outta here.
making an
So,
actual record
Well,
is
you
a
kind of
skill.
like because when you first say it, it sounds wild.
No,
But
I'm not.
crossover hits, Nelly had. Well,
Yeah.
But on this, for this particular year, I think Nelly had more crossover
Okay,
hits.
so what's the next
To
what's the
reach
next
more
criteria
people.
again?
Making a record
business,
is actually,
right?
Yeah.
Business is
Business.
gonna be Eminem.
Just because what 8 Mile type.
Yeah.
I mean, 8 Mile, you gotta also think. I know he had MTV on lock back then.
Oh yeah.
So MTV, TRL, MTV, TRL, stuff like MTV.
Let's talk about both of their business. So we just talked about Nelly having vocal.
Right.
Eminem has 8 Mile.
Right.
Oh, 8 Mile over vocal.
Right.
You gotta get.
You got. What about the what was the movie Nelly played in the football?
Longest Yard was 2005. I had to look that up.
God.
Yeah, I had to look it up. Nah, because I was like, if Longest Yard was the same year,
he's on it.
If Longest Yard was the same year, that's a head and head.
Exactly.
Yeah, that goes head to head.
That would have been a tough one.
That would have been a tough one,
So,
but
yeah, you're gonna have to get.
I'm giving it to Nelly, bro.
I mean,
Nelly,
it's
bro.
close. I think
He had us shaking all summer, dog. We was grooving all summer off Nelly, and he just kept
overall,
giving us
I'm
hits.
getting it to Nelly overall.
I think we might have to consensus.
I give it to Nelly.
Yeah.
So Nelly got a ring.
It's almost weird to
He
say that,
deserves a
man,
ring.
but
Nah,
that was
Nelly, because Nelly was such a big movement coming in. Like, I think people forget about how big Nelly was when he first kind of came into the game, and like, he just kept dropping hits.
But he lost to Eminem the first year.
Yeah.
But then he built his momentum up. He got started, and then he dropped like 6 hits in 1 year on one album.
Only dudes moving units in Pimp, Juice, and Us.
Hey.
Boom. So Nelly got his first ring. So
Shout out to Nelly for that. Shout out to,
So 2001 Jay-Z, 2002 we got Nelly, 2003. So this is where it gets tricky.
This is one of my.
Oh my gosh, this one's so hard to decide, bro.
So 2003 we have 50 Cent, Get Rich or Die Trying. So he's already
Major.
He's already been bubbling with the mixtapes, right?
Major.
So he finally releases his studio album, Jay-Z, the Black Album, Sold Out the Garden. Ludacris's third album, Outkast, the double album, Speaker Box, Love Below. We got
that album was impactful, bro.
T.I.'s Trap Music.
Which one? The Outkast album.
The Outkast album, bro.
We got
Diplomatic Immunity.
Diplomatic Immunity. So
Double
again,
disc
they've
joint.
been bubbling forever. Now they finally got that project out.
That was definitely a year for them.
We got G Unit,
that was
Beg
one
for
of the
Mercy.
As a group.
I don't know who the hell put Chingy in this motherfucker.
Oh yeah. Okay. So first off, y'all didn't have to. I put Chingy. Okay, so I put Chingy on there because I didn't think he was gonna like list them off like that. Like, cause I already told him that I don't think Chingy deserves the ring. But I just wanted to put him. I think he was a mention just because Chingy had a huge year in 03.
Did he?
That was his year.
I thought he just had that one song.
He had the one joint, bro.
Right there.
I thought
There, yeah.
I had
that
to
his
look it up.
only
I couldn't
joint?
even remember it. I had to look it up, bro.
He had the single with Jason Weaver.
Was that when did Chingy for real pop off? I thought that was 03, around 03ish. Maybe it was after.
Let's see.
You know, see.
Oh,
I
he had
remember
the Jackpot
don't
joint
fact-
too.
Don't fact check me too much.
Nah, bro, that shit
Jackpot was
trash,
his
man.
like.
Yo,
Yeah,
get
was
Chingy.
that his debut album? That was his debut
That
album.
was yeah.
I think Chingy, correct me if I'm wrong, was riding the waves of Ludacris, right? He came in the game under Luda.
I don't
Yeah,
remember.
he did.
But
That's what they say.
Yeah.
I know they had a
who was his
little
comparisons
beef going
to?
on.
So
Was it to Luda?
So
His
Luda.
comparisons was it to Luda?
So I think Chingy would be a staple for Luda's business.
Right.
He had Holiday In on that joint too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
That was kind
With
of
Ludacris and Snoop.
That was fire. Holiday In was in there. Yeah. But I mean, I just wanted to mention him just because he had a good year. But if I'm talking about as far as who I actually think deserves,
I gotta go with 50 Cent.
Ooh,
I'm thinking
that's where it
50.
gets tricky. Let's talk about it.
Yeah,
then-
because bro,
we got to
Hov
talk
had
about
Black
them
Album.
Dipset boys.
Diplomatic.
Hov had
man,
Black
but-
Album.
yeah.
Black Album is my
Yeah.
favorite, probably my favorite album from Hov.
The Black Album.
Yeah, I think so.
But that Diplomatic Immunity
Let's talk
double
about-
disc.
Yeah,
So
you're
let's
right,
just talk
man.
about. Let's forget all the other criteria. Let's go about one by one. Let's talk about impact first. Just impact, not even music.
Right.
Impact.
Yeah, Diplomats did hella. I think they overall how they swag and all
Harlem
that.
Boys type shit.
One's rocking pink.
Right.
Want to do everything like Cam and Joel's
Bandanas.
tilted bandanas. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm gonna switch
We
up
talking
the.
about Get Rich or Die Trying.
I'll switch
too,
up. Oh
man.
my gosh, Get Rich or Die Trying is fire.
This is a hard year.
Impact,
Right.
man.
Just for impact,
Bro, and when,
That was a hell of an
bro.
impact.
When
It was. That was
50
one of
got
the
out,
hardest-
people started wearing bulletproof vests. They
get it.
started
Yeah.
went to the
Stop,
gym
stop.
doing the
Hold
sit-ups.
on.
upside-
Too many
doing the
people
sit-ups
talking. Too many
upside
people
down.
talking.
I need to hear what he's about to say
Too
to
many
me.
people talking. Hold on.
Because you frowned at that.
No. I said all I'm saying is impact, right? And
50 Cent.
then you combated me with, well, Get Rich or Die Trying came out. That's music.
Oh, you
I'm
talking
ta-
about overall
I'm
impact.
just talking about just nothing but impact.
Still, I'd have to look it up, but still today, that album debuted. That was one of the highest debuts
You're talking
for the
music.
Yeah,
I
I
didn't
So,
say
okay,
nothing.
all right, so
Yeah,
Impact.
definitely.
But yeah, that's what I was
Yeah,
saying.
well,
I was talking about the impact. So
Impact.
like he
I'm
had
talking about-
people wearing bulletproof vests. He had
But how many,
people
but how many
hanging
more
upside
people,
down.
how
Was
many
wearing pink
more
and
people
shit.
was trying to walk around and talk and act like
Yeah.
Dipset? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like Dipset, realistically, as far as impact, I realistically could probably give Dipset maybe 2 or 3 years in this.
No
in this whole.
Like to this day, like that Harlem swag is like, what's up?
Now I will switch it up though. Jay-Z kind of has some impact, and I don't know if it's even worth mentioning if it's bigger than like Dipset's impact, but in the way that. This album, because this is the album that had, December 4th, What More Can I Say, Encore, Dirt Off Your Shoulder, 99 Problems, all that stuff was on it, right?
Hits.
They took that album later on, and it wasn't in this year, but then Linkin Park even did that Collision Course album with this Black album, and that kind of went into a different market, you know what I mean? Making that rock crossover stuff. Yeah, but that kind of impacted people because then you see people started doing the rock crossover albums in hip hop. I feel like that was one of the first ones.
I think also for impact though, going back to 50, right? Because think about who 50 came out. 50 came out co-signed with Dre and M.
Right.
Oh yeah,
so
50.
He had a larger reach for crossover audience.
Yeah, that's true.
Than Dipset would have ever had.
So yes, he did have a
50
he did have a larger reach, but
you know what I mean.
By the time 03 was out, by the time 2003 came around,
Dipset's
reach was still. I mean, Dipset had the whole United States on lock as far as swag is concerned.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, but 50 Cent did too.
I know
it's hard.
It's a tough one.
But I'm talking about.
But I think more people wanted to be like Dipset than they did want to be like.
That's
50.
what I was trying to say.
Even as a group or as solo artists, all of them was
but
to hold their own. In me.
That's my only thing is like because now we're also taking in the fact that we're judging Dipset as a group, as a collective,
right?
And we're judging 50 as an individual,
and not as G Unit.
But we have G Unit Beg for Mercy on here.
But
too.
are we gonna give an award to a group? Or are we gonna give it to an individual? Because if I were to say we got to take like the hottest person, maybe the most impactful person in Dipset, it's Cam. And then we got to put Cameron versus 50.
Definitely Cam.
If we're going to really give a ring to one
that's
person.
A wrap for me, man. You can't, I don't think you can compare those.
You can't.
I don't think you can put Cameron against 50 in that year. Nah, you can't do it.
You can't
and that's what I'm saying. If we single out one individual in the group.
You can't do Cameron versus 50, but you can do Dipset versus G Unit.
Right, but I think 50 is larger than G Unit, so I would put it up against 50. You know what I'm saying? Like 50, I think 50 is larger than G Unit.
No. What I'm saying, no, he's not.
Huh? You don't think 50 is larger than G Unit?
I think 50 is way larger
from
than
an impact standpoint.
Yeah.
What do you
mean? You talking 03?
Just 03.
Okay.
Just 03.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you gotta think like you can never.
I'm definitely because
Hold on. Let's think about. You can never say 50 Cent ran the game. Like he came out with that first album. He
came in hard, dog. Like he was like on the hit. He was everywhere, bro. I couldn't escape 50 Cent. I wasn't even really a fan of 50 Cent like that when he first came in. I couldn't escape him. He was everywhere.
Dipset wasn't?
No, I'm gonna tell you, Dipset was, but I'm saying if I'm being real with you, and we talk about different demographics. I saw more demographics rocking with 50 Cent singing in the club and everything like 21 Questions than I did with Dipset.
That's real though.
Now Dipset, if we talking about the hood and like everybody, like black people, minorities, I could give you Dipset. But
50
I'm talking
I agree with
everybody.
him though.
Everybody.
50 had the bigger
Mainstream
battery.
market.
Right.
If we talking mainstream
and
market,
hood.
it's not even.
You
can't compare that.
Dipset was more so of a, you know what I mean?
They were underground.
Urban.
Yeah, underground. And that's what they kind of famous for being underground.
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean?
So it's impact. So we're going 50 Cent for impact.
Oh, see, I didn't say that.
That's all I'm asking.
We might be stuck in 03, bro.
That's what I'm asking. So
it's a hard debate.
So in 03, we're going 50 Cent for impact. Let's go down the criteria. Breeze, we'll start with you. For just impact.
I'm going with Dipset. I'm going with Diplomat.
Okay, no doubt.
03 for impact, I'm going with Dipset. That's me.
Impact for me, I gotta give it to 50.
Right.
Yeah.
And then you going with 50.
It's
so hard.
That's just impact though. What I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying. Like if I'm just going
impact,
impact, I could still sway towards Dipset. Cool. I could go towards Dipset.
Boom. What's the next one on
For
your
impact, I'll give them that one.
Business.
Now with business, I'm going 50.
Did 50 Cent have business?
What was the clothing? What was
the G Unit clothing?
I think was probably part of that year.
Bless said niggas was rocking G Unit. I don't
rocking the shoes.
Niggas was
the Reebok joints.
You may have not been.
Yeah.
The Reebok
niggas
joints
was rocking G Units. Even though I'm not saying I was.
Not like that. I don't think.
Yeah, not like
the
that.
motherfucking wife beaters with the jean and the Reeboks.
Nah, bro.
But it's not like I saw niggas.
Did you rock a G Unit wife beater, bro?
Nah,
I'm not saying I did. Yeah, I'm not.
Nothing
Yeah,
G-Unit,
nah.
But I'm just saying, Brandon, the fact that he had a successful it was successful for a while. He had a successful clothing brand, whether you rock with it or not.
I think
it was more
Dipset's-
successful than fucking Nelly's joint. Like it was,
Right, but
like
I think-
we know about it. We've seen the pieces. We saw. I mean, I saw people wearing it.
I think it was successful just because of the fact that it was tagged to 50 Cent. I don't think niggas actually gave G Unit's clothing line like stamp like, yo, you got some G Unit jeans on,
Right.
Yo, that's cool.
Yeah, but if
I
you
don't
want to
think-
be like 50 and 50's rocking G Unit, what you gonna
what
rock?
you gonna do?
What you gonna rock?
True.
You feel me? So at the end of the day, all those little white boys, all those other black
but
boys
again,
that wanted
it's
to
just-
be like 50,
But again,
they
it's
was
just,
putting that on.
It's just business. So
Yeah,
I mean,
just business.
So it's just business. So 50 Cent did have some business. Dipset
They ain't have no.
didn't really have any.
They had the
had
diplomatic
that swag.
immunity T-shirts,
They had that
with the logo.
Oh, with the bird on
with the
it.
bird on it,
Yes.
but that's it.
They
I
just
mean,
had
and those
tees.
were around, but like,
I used to see
wouldn't
those
say
all
those.
over the city and shit.
They were around. But I don't know how big they were in the South.
Right.
Yeah, just tees.
I was up north at that time when that was coming out, so it was kind of big. Like I was in the Boston area at the time, so it was kind of big around there because it's close to New York.
Same, right.
But I don't know how it was popping down south, especially once you go real down south.
So as far as business, 50, we're just gonna give 50 the
Right,
business
yeah,
there
we can
because
do that.
obviously that was, that's kind of apples and oranges there. What's the next one, Cole? What's the next one?
Skill set. Skill set.
Dipset all day. I can give, matter of fact, and when we do skill set, let's actually take 50 Cent and put the whole G Unit and compare G Unit versus Dipset. When it comes to skill set, I'm going with, matter of fact, start with you, Breeze. Skill set. Let's talk about the whole G Unit versus the whole Dipset.
I gotta go with G Unit because Fat had Lloyd Banks
That's
had.
it.
You know what I mean?
That's it.
Yeah, I feel like I feel like that's what it is.
I like this guy, man.
No question.
Oh, Lloyd Banks was that nigga,
You feel
bro.
me, man? All them radio
Back then,
freestyles
Lloyd
and-
Banks was
Funk Flex
he was
Flex.
almost hotter.
Oh
He
my
could have been almost
God.
hotter
So,
than 50.
Yeah.
so in 03 though, we're talking just.
I don't know when that was.
No, I got you. So no, I'm saying I'm giving somebody to piggyback versus Lloyd Banks.
Right.
I could put J.R. Ryder freestyle for freestyle up
That's
against
true.
Banks.
Well, you got a point.
In 03 though. I'm
Right.
not talking
I
about
mean,
now.
if we're talking skill set.
Skill set.
Oh, well, if we're talking skill set, Dipset had some skill in their ranks. I'm not gonna fake.
Jewels.
They had some skill.
Young Buck too though.
They had
Young
skill.
Buck was snapping.
Young
back
Buck
then,
was
bro.
snapping.
He came out
Over.
hard.
Yeah,
He
Yo
probably
came hard with
finish
his.
out
I mean,
hard,
Yayo
but he
came hard with his
So-
project too.
yeah,
I mean, they
Yayo.
all
I
came
never
hard
was
with
a
it.
fan of Yayo though.
But that joint, I mean, I think he
Yayo
still
was
came
trash.
hard
A lot
because
of
he was.
people,
He's
yeah.
still. A lot of people
I
still
think he was
rocking.
known for being trash.
Yeah, he was
Yeah,
trash,
pretty
bro.
much.
Yeah, he
They
was
got him the
trash.
fuck out.
I mean, he was definitely the most trash in the group. But yeah.
I mean, you were talking about the leaders. I think
But it was just them. But it was just them four.
I don't think Game was
yeah.
in there at that point.
Cameron. No, Game was
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 he-
But
G
see,
Unit?
yeah, when
In
you
03?
count the fact that Game was a part of the original G
man.
Unit.
Right?
Game and Banks versus.
Oh, I don't think they fucking.
I know
with
Game's
Game.
in
If we're
is high
including
up on
Game
your
in
list,
there.
so
Game is in my top
But
five.
then
we're
you got
including
Jim
Game in
Jones
there.
with Dipset too.
That's-
though. So.
Yeah, but I
Jim
don't think
Cam,
Jim Jones.
Freaky
I
Zeke.
don't think none of them fucking with Game. I'm sorry. I don't think
Nah.
really none of them fucking with Game as far as skill set go.
Skill set.
I don't think they fucking with Game.
Skill set.
Damn,
If I'm
bro,
talking
why
skill
did you-
set, I'm
why did
sorry.
you have to do that to me, bro? You just
I'm still going with G.
Game
Unit,
was in
though.
G Unit.
I'm going.
As far as main, because they had the mainstream crowd too. J.R. Ryder wasn't really.
Oh yeah, I'm going.
mainstream,
I'm going G
you know what I
Unit
mean?
on that one. If especially if we including Game.
Yeah.
If you include Game,
I'm
which you
going
kind of
G
have
Unit.
to, because
In 03, you have to.
yeah,
Yeah.
in 03 you have to.
Those motherfuckers. I remember those Funk
Confused.
Flex.
Man, yeah, you just ruined my whole shit, bro. Like, I hated G Unit, bro.
You hated G
I
Unit?
love Lloyd Banks, but I hated G Unit.
What?
Like, they was just trash to me. Like, especially
What
with
the fuck?
that G Unit clothing and
Beg
the white
for
beaters.
Mercy
Like,
was-
their whole image was
Man,
trash.
A
to me,
great
bro.
album.
I ate it up, bro.
Beg for Mercy was so good.
Pause.
Oh come on, bro. See, you be doing that shit, bro.
I gotta pause that. I don't know.
Yeah, you be saying some questions.
Anyway,
on this joint. But
Cool, so
it's
skills-
becoming too consistent.
All right,
That's
skill
like
set,
your
skill
segment
set,
now.
skill set.
Skill set. If we talk, I mean, I already gave it to
Nah,
you.
bro, I'm not doing that. I'm not. Nah, I guess 03 I have to.
Bro, this man over here bipolar and shit.
You were clowning
He
me for
arguing
doing
with
that on the
himself
last
now.
episode.
No, hold on now. Skill set. Are we talking skill set as skill set for the year or just a whole overall skill set?
Just the year, 03.
The projects they put out that
no,
year.
See, yeah.
You know, so based off of what you put out
This
this
is
year,
right, yeah,
we're
okay.
judging your skill set on that.
All right, G Unit. Skill set, G Unit.
Yeah.
Impact, Dipset. What's
Right.
the next one, bro?
Yeah, I
Facts.
yeah, that's
Business.
facts.
Business,
No, business is G Unit.
G Unit.
yeah,
Also,
I mean, like,
Skill set is G Unit that we just you
Right.
forced me to say.
Man, Impact was different, man.
game fucked you up on that one.
Yeah, Impact is.
Was it another one?
What's the next one?
Business, music, impact, skill set.
music.
Music.
Music's the big one. So
Right.
That's preference.
Man, this is hard, bro. Because I don't know. As far as music, that's the hardest part.
That so basically it's 50 Cent's Get Rich or Die Trying, his debut album, and for music versus Diplomatic Immunity double disc.
I still gotta go with 50 Cent.
Oh, man,
Overall, because the Diplomatic Community, that was
shit was
more
hard,
so urban, like I said, underground.
The key
hood.
also too. Diplomatic Community was a lot of songs.
Yeah.
So you gotta rate it by all of the songs.
I still ain't listened to that whole.
Yeah, it's
shit
all
to this
over.
day. That's a lot of music, bro. That's a lot of music.
Dog.
Yeah, you gotta.
I know
that says something though.
I know that shit.
That says
hard.
something. If he didn't, because I mean,
Nobody was doing that back then.
really,
I
he
know
was
that.
listening to the hits.
I know
Right,
that shit.
you was just going. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
listening to
you
the
might
hits,
heard
yeah.
it for like a quick 30 seconds. Do I fuck with this joint? Am I gonna
Right.
put this one on my iPod?
That's a lot of music.
You know what I'm saying?
man.
It was a lot of music
At one
back then.
time, 10 take at one time.
Yeah.
So
Hell yeah.
so music. So we're gonna go. I mean,
I'm
it's-
going with 50.
Yeah, let's
Bro.
go. I go with 52. I mean,
I mean,
it's kind of undebatable. Get Rich or Die Trying is that was like
Many
a fucking,
Men in the
just
Club,
a
21
Yeah.
Questions, PIMP,
That album's a
Wanksta.
fucking classic.
It's like,
I mean,
Whether or not you like it,
Undebatable for real.
I mean,
it's just a
how-
classic.
and then if you think about what Get Rich or Die Trying
P.I. you can
spawned,
get
like
P.I.
what
outta
came
here,
after
bro.
that. Like think about the
You can get
like they
P.I.
had the
and
what
P.I.
the
outta
pimp
here, bro.
cups and stuff.
You
He
can
was
get that
drinking
shit
out
out,
the
bro. You can get that
he was
shit
drinking
out.
out the
Get outta
chalice,
here,
right?
Get that shit out.
He was hey, he was drinking that
P.I.
pimp juice out the chalice.
that shit was
They got a
trash,
video game from it. They got a movie
whack,
from
bro.
it. That so
was
like a
just-
lot
Video
came
was
from
hard.
Yeah.
You had a little skit in the video.
Yeah.
and all
Yeah,
that shit.
man.
that.
People
Yeah,
remember
bro.
that.
It was hard, bro.
Yes.
Everybody remembers that classic scene. Go. Go. And he's doing the sit-ups,
Fucking-
hanging upside
that
down on the bar. You know how many people got
trash.
fucked up in the gym trying to do
Yo,
that?
this nigga trash,
Bro, who trash? Oh, you not you
PIMP,
wildin'.
I'm
bro.
a PIMP.
That shit
Oh
was
no,
trash.
that was
With
hard.
Snoop Dogg, bro.
Snoop Dogg,
That
yeah.
shit was trash.
I don't know
Hey,
what
but-
you
hey,
heard about me,
Right.
but you can't get $1 out of me. That joint was hard. That joint was hard.
Listen,
And we're gonna give 50 Cent the music. We're gonna give 50 Cent the business. We're gonna give Dipset the impact, and we're gonna give
Skillset.
G Unit the skill
Well,
set.
I'm giving 50 the music.
So-
I give it to 50 over
so
G Unit.
2003.
I think it's 50.
So
Cent.
2003, we're gonna go ahead and give 50 the ring.
Let's go.
50 Cent.
Yeah,
50
sir.
the ring.
Yeah.
And
That's a tough one, though.
Reg, I know you say you gotta go. Can we
Yeah,
get one more?
definitely gotta go.
Damn. We got
Well, I
04
can do
coming
this
up.
all
I
day,
definitely
man.
gotta
Can we get one more, bro?
Damn.
Just one quick one.
I mean, I gotta go like
2004?
I'm supposed to be there at 2, so I'm definitely not gonna be there at 2 already because I gotta go home and pick up my man.
I got you. I got you.
I'm moving into a new place and everything, so
No doubt.
you know. But
No doubt.
My man.
Should we leave it off at 03?
I mean, I feel like if we do 3 an episode, like I said, we'll be on the right schedule.
2004 was about to get crazy.
Right.
See, I didn't even do my
I already
homework
know
for
who.
Who got? I mean, come on, one talk.
Hey, nah, my man's got to go in.
Hey,
He gonna
man.
dig
Cool,
into
cool,
it, man.
cool.
Hey man, if y'all want to talk about it, y'all can.
Nah,
talk.
nah,
man.
nah. We
I'm
gonna
not
leave it
gonna-
where it's
yeah,
at. We
yeah.
gonna leave it where it's at. But Lil Wayne, but I'm done. That's it.
Hold on. Who is?
Oh, you got it now, bro.
Nah, I mean, wait a
Ain't
minute.
going
Nah.
nowhere now.
No, I'm just making sure. I'm just taking a quick look. Oh, cause see, you got college dropouts that year too. That's encore. Nah, see, we
Urban
might have to
Legend,
take
Kiss
some
of
Purple
time
Death,
with this
Jada
one.
Kiss, Kiss of Death.
T.I. Urban Legend. Oh no,
The
we
Hunger
can't
for
do this right
More.
now. We can't do this
Nah,
right
we
now.
can't.
This is
Alright,
the
that's
15th.
Well, yo,
one.
hey, but check it out, man. Hey, shout out to Breeze Barker coming
Yeah,
through.
man.
Definitely,
Appreciate y'all
definitely.
having me, man.
Oh, yeah, for
I
sure.
appreciate that.
Any shout outs you
Plug
want
in
to do?
anything, yeah.
Anything you got coming up or whatever?
Anyway, I just dropped my last mixtape with Hood Rich King, No Letting Up To. That's on every platform.
Rich King.
Go check that out.
man.
Go check that
Me
out.
and Pablo Juan just dropped the I Did It First video. That's
Word.
out now. So
I did peep that.
No, we're just working. I'm just working, man. About to do some videos off the mixtape, so
Nice.
I'll just keep on continue working.
Keep
That's
working,
all.
keep
What's your
hustling,
social
keep working.
media?
Breeze Barker, everything Breeze Barker. You can type in Breeze Barker, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, all that. You'll
Cool.
My
find it.
man said Draco hit your whole passenger door if you're asking for more.
He can spit. He can spit, y'all. In case if y'all know
Check him
nothing
out.
about Breeze
Definitely.
Barker, I'll let y'all know he can spit.
No,
He can
Definitely
really
check
spit,
him out.
so.
Appreciate you coming out.
Yeah, I
we
appreciate
out
it,
here,
man. Yeah.
Definitely.
Draco
All right, we
hit
out.
your whole passenger door if you asking for more.
We got 04.
Hey guys, we made a podcast.